Another man who's been incredible, and he's been a friend of mine for a long time. We actually competed against each other. He wasn't at all nice during the campaign. And who would have thought we would have become good friends, right? Who would have thought? But we did. And I could say the same for Ted, right? Well, we were good friends and then really bad. They said, when will it get bad? The media. It's like the Academy Awards. Look at all the media. Before, when it was successful. It died when they went after us, okay, the Academy Awards. Just a regular program now. But I said, Ted and I get along good. In fact, he was having a big event near the White House, and he wanted to get more people, so he invited me. He said, can you come? I said, you know, we're running against each other. This is true. And the press said, well, you two guys are actually campaigning together, and yet you're fighting each other for the nomination. And I said, that's right, we like each other. We get along great. I think he's great. We both had this incredible relationship. I said, but don't worry, it'll end. And when it ends, it'll be really bad, probably worse than normal. And it was vicious for about 4 months, but then we have a great relationship again. It was a pretty bad one for a little while, right? They didn't even think how bad it would get, but it has been. It's been great, Ted. Lindsay, I'd like to have you come up and say a few words. You've been terrific. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, in theory, at 4 o'clock, we're going to vote on 2 more judges. So I'll move this thing forward. After I got beat like a dog, which he likes hearing, he called me over to the White House and said, I'd like you to help me. I said, I'd love to help you be a great president because you're now my president. And he says, I don't have your phone number. And I said, there's a reason for that. So the highlight of my campaign was when you gave out my phone number. If I did as well as my phone number, it might have been a different story. To the committee, thank you. The Judiciary Committee is not for the faint of heart. Our Democratic friends are tough. They believe in their causes, and we have to fight hard for our causes. But one thing I want to say about President Trump, the defining moment of your presidency for me was the Kavanaugh hearing. This room would be empty if we had failed Brett Kavanaugh. Brett Kavanaugh lived a life we should all be proud of. He worked hard, and the way he was treated was the worst experience I've had in politics. A lot of people would have pulled the plug on him. Mr. President, thank you for not pulling the plug. And let me tell you why it's important. Who would have been after Brett if he had went down? What conservative young lawyer would want to go through this if we'd failed Brett Kavanaugh? So Chuck was right. When you run and you get reelected a year from now, one of the main reasons is that people in the conservative world believe that you fight for judges. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.